Hello, and welcome. If you are listening to this right now, you are doing something very important for yourself. You are improving your English. And today, we're going to talk about something simple, yet extremely powerful. The simple present tense. Now, before we begin, let me tell you something. You don't need to feel nervous about grammar. Grammar is not your enemy. Grammar is simply a way to understand how language works. So relax. Listen calmly. And imagine we are just having a friendly conversation. Let's start with a very basic question. What do you do every day? Think about it for a moment. You wake up. You brush your teeth. You eat. You work or study. You talk to people. You sleep. When you describe these actions, you are already using the simple present tense. The simple present tense talks about things that happen again and again. Things that are normal. Things that are part of your life. For example, listen to me. I wake up early. I drink water in the morning. I work during the day. I relax in the evening. I sleep at night. These sentences are not about today only. They describe my routine. That is why we use the simple present tense. Now, let's understand how sentences are made. When we talk about ourselves, we keep things very simple. I work. I study. I live here. I like music. No extra words. No complicated grammar. The same rule applies when we talk about other people. You work hard. We learn English. They play football. So far, everything feels easy, right? Now comes the part that many learners find confusing. But don't worry. I will explain it slowly. When we talk about one person, just one person, the verb changes slightly. For example, he works. She studies. It rains a lot here. That small s at the end of the verb is very important. It tells us that the subject is one person or one thing. Let me say it again. He works. She teaches. My brother lives in Mumbai. The shop opens at 9. A simple way to remember this is, one person, one small s. Now, let's talk about something very important. Many learners say sentences like, he work here. She like tea. These sentences are understandable, but they are not correct. The correct sentences are, he works here. She likes tea. This small change makes your English sound natural. Now let's talk about negative sentences. Sometimes, we want to say that we do not do something. In the simple present tense, we use do not or does not. For example, I do not like coffee. You do not understand me. We do not watch TV every day. They do not play cricket. Now listen carefully. When the subject is he, she, or it, we use does not. He does not work here. She does not like noise. It does not matter. And here is a very important rule. After does not, the verb becomes simple again. He does not work. Not works. Think of it like this. Does already carries the responsibility. So the verb can relax. Now let's talk about questions. Questions are very easy in the simple present tense. We use do or does at the beginning. For example, do you work here? Do they live nearby? Do we need permission? And for one person, does he work here? Does she know you? Does it rain a lot in winter? Again, no s in the verb. Now let's slow down and talk about real life. Imagine I'm telling you about my daily routine. I wake up early. I make tea. I check my phone. I get ready for work. I leave home at 8. I work for several hours. I talk to people. I solve problems. I return home in the evening. I relax. I sleep. This is how English is spoken naturally. Now let's talk about workplace English. I work in an office. I answer emails. I attend meetings. She manages the team. He reports to the manager. We follow company rules. Notice how calm and simple these sentences are. Now let's talk about facts and truths. The sun rises in the east. Water freezes at 0 degrees. Practice improves confidence. Honesty builds trust. These sentences talk about things that are always true. That's why we use the simple present tense. Now let's talk about time words. Words like always, usually, often, sometimes, and never. For example, I usually wake up early. She always helps others. He never lies. We often practice English. These words are best friends with the simple present tense. Now let me clear a very common mistake. Many learners say, I am go to office. This is not correct. The correct sentence is, I go to the office. We do not use am, is, or are with action verbs in the simple present tense. But we do use them with the verb be. I am ready. You are late. He is busy. She is confident. They are friends. Now let's pause and remember some simple rules. If something happens every day, use the simple present tense. If something is always true, use the simple present tense. If the subject is he, she, or it, add s to the verb. If you see do or does, use the base form of the verb. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine you are speaking English confidently. You speak without fear. You speak clearly. You make small mistakes, but you don't stop. That confidence starts with small steps. And the simple present tense is one of those steps. So practice slowly. Speak daily. Repeat sentences. Listen carefully. And remember this. English is not about being perfect. It is about being understood. Thank you for listening. You are doing great. Keep going.